Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back in Japan on Transport Fever 2. We're back outside Uwajima again because no reason at all. No, this has no bearing on anything that we're either doing now or did last time. That's nice. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you want to see. Yeah, no, I mean there should be some trains through in a minute. There we go, we got a signal. That's always worth the price of admission. There you go, little commuter job. It's going through, making some bank. It's all solid. And then once he's cleared the signal, we should get another one through. Theoretically, if I've lined this up, well, we got one coming out. That's quite pleasing. Now I've spoken before about there's not enough traffic yet. More traffic definitely is a good thing. The old frame rate's suffering a little bit when you're zoomed in this far close to a level of high activity. Overall, it's not too bad. There you go. There's me Shinkansen coming in. Lovely job. Oh look, and there's a commuter train coming in as well. Alright, there's almost enough trains happening. Anyway, today we're putting together another line, which should mean more trains will be happening. Hooray! Alright, we're moving away from here. This is not the focal point of today's episode. No, the focal point of today's episode is up to the north. We're back in Kihoku again. And we're going to add in the horseshoe between Matsuno, Izumi, where I'll need to be careful, and Futana. Interesting. Yeah. The Futana to Kihoku route direct is a doddle. Yeah, maybe we do that then. Yeah, it is a piece of cake by comparison. Izumi to Futana, you're going through this forested whatnot, but you do get a better line going down to Mima. And I did want to make Izumi the kind of the hub station up here. Now, I've no idea with regard to how much growth each of these individual cities is going to have. I think you can take a broad guess. I mean, Futana here is tiny. Matsuno is fairly small. Izumi is tiny. Kihoku quite large. But then I've been pumping passengers up there for a little while, so don't know. Shall I just crack on? I reckon that's probably the best call. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to do the original plan, which was Matsuno, Izumi, Futana, and Mima. Let's start with the easy bit. So here we are. Now Mima's already been having some action because we've got food going on here. So it's actually probably generated some growth just by doing that. Although, hold on. You've got to think about your orientation there, friend. We could go Mima down to Izumi Machi. Don't really want to. Mima to Yoshida is better. You could actually put in a high-speed line. Oh, I like it. I could put in a high-speed line that bypasses Futana. We could go Izumi, Mima, and then terminate in Uname. That's a nice chunky route, and this particular east-west line. I know we've got the orientation off at the moment, but this kind of shows the delineation of where I'm getting up. I'm going to finish off with this series. Everything to the east of here will have infrastructure at least, and then in the next series we'll turn our attention to the west. Okay. We're starting at Mima. We're starting at Mima. You've got no time. If you're going to put in this amount of stuff, you're going to want to get a shake on. So shut up and do it. I'm going to shut up and do it. Now, once again, if we're thinking Shinkansen down here, which we're in Japan, you've got to always think Shinkansen because otherwise there'll be hell to pay. Then we should be thinking elevating stations. I think this is the one that doesn't get long. No, it does get long enough. Okay, well, 320. Have we used this before? Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, all right. Well, we'll find something that maybe we've used less often. Or press the bulldozer button. That's equally effective in some situations. We will go elevated. Or will we? No, I don't think this is not one that needs elevating. Look, you're in a river plain here. You're going to be fine to go ground level, apart from you're going to have to take out quite a bit of the city. So, well, okay, well, let's have a look and see what our options are then. If we're going to go airborne, now I know you're itching to use this one because it looks so funky. but at the same time, it's not long enough. No, you can't do 240 meters. This has got to be a 320. We've got to be flying at max length. Yeah, that's that one. That's this one. Yeah, that's not really suitable. This one, curious. Type of bridge design. Hold on, what if we were to do that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's novel. Well, that one doesn't work. Yeah, this one doesn't work. This one doesn't. The one that says no pillars puts pillars in. The one that says pillars doesn't. Brilliant. That's how I do it as well. Yeah, that's how I like to think about things. That's actually kind of cool. It's not supported sufficiently though, is it? No. Right, well look, hold on. Give this a twizzle. Put in as many tracks as you're going to need. What am I going to need? I would say you're going to need 4 with 2 bypassing tracks in the centre. Yeah, okay. Yeah, otherwise you're going to get held up. No, you could probably get away with 3. Is meme at the end of the line for the horseshoe? Yes, it is. So we could get away with 3. 1 being a terminating track and then just 2 regular tracks alongside, in which case the station actually only needs 1 platform and we can stick the rest in as track. And the more I look at this, the more I like it. Yeah, okay. I've chosen that one. What does this one look like? That's quite good fun. Yeah, okay. It's cute. It's sunshine. It's lovely. Street position experimental. If it's experimental, friend, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll add in my own street. Thank you all the same. I just want to make sure it's the right length. 280. Long enough. Okay. All right. Fine. And then we're going to be rocking my friend and yours, the J slab, if it is available to us, which it is. Okay. Right. Now then, look at your lines. There you go. There's futile. Okay. Futile's over there, and just one building will be removed. I think you found it. I think I found it. Right about there. All right, done. Obviously, it's going to need some tidying up, and actually that's come out looking absolutely bonanza. There's a building, that's the station entrance, you dipstick. I've built that so that it actually doesn't appear to give us any coverage at all. There's a station entrance. Well, what's that? This is just someone's house that you've built. It's a shop that you've built over the top of. More fool them, more fool you, more fool everybody. Okay, well look, let's give this a connection anyway. Yeah, it's going to be an ugly connection. Don't sweat that. There's plenty of time left in the universe for us to make that look a little bit better. Where are you going with that? Not really where I'd intended. Try it again. That's only a medium. Yeah, that's fine. Do a bit of that. I want to get the roads in first because in a moment I'm going to stick the parallel tracks in to cater for. It's a shame I had to take that one out. Really, that was proving to be kind of cool, sat alongside the station like that. But it's okay. Now everything in the town that's that way, that's subject to cancellation. But everything in this way, I'm quite happy to try and keep intact. Now, if I snap alongside there, give us a bit of that. Has it actually matched the bridge type? It has. I am going to need to put in some additional pillars to make it look like it's fully supported, and I'm okay with that. That's not a problem. Alright, and then a 3rd track there. Okay, cool. So now, I mean, look, let's get this straight in your own head here. Are you going to have the commuter service and the Shinkansen line running on the same thing, or are you going to do it properly and do dedicated lines for each, so that your high-speed action isn't getting held up? That's the wrong type of bridge. Oh no! Don't tell me I can't mirror the bridge type, or I should say replicate the bridge type. No. None of this is right. Hold on, that's actually passable because at least it's the same height. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. That you can have. All right. The height by which I mean the length of the underpinning girderage stuff. There you go. Just snap alongside. There you go. Right. Good. That's come out wonky. Yeah, it has. Do you want to have another go? Well, given that I'm doing it again, yeah. Also, yeah, I know. Look, normally, if you were trying to build something lovely that was going to come out and look absolutely belting when you're done, you would take your time over it. I'm trying to do this in real time, and therefore it's going to come out as it comes out. And with all the best will in the world, it's not going to come out perfectly. If we're lucky, it will come out adequately, and somehow I've managed to get it to actually do the bridge properly this time. Cool. Okay, right, now we're heading out to Futana. I think we just go in a straight line as much as possible, and then probably work our way around the corner with the river bend there. Okay. So we're going downhill. What happened to as straight as possible? You appear to have made this kinky. Also, you seem to have implemented a 225 km/h speed limit. That'll be my bridge selection. You know what it is? That's not the end of the world. I don't mind having a slightly slower section. That's adequate. Yeah, this, I'm not sure, I'm not sold on this bridge. And also, it's only a road. Look, just forfeit the road, lay it in straight the way you just discussed, because that's the smart thing to do. And then if you're desperate, you can put the road back in afterwards. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got a bit of a reputation for bulldozing stuff. A bit? Yeah. There you go. That's a straight flipping line. With pillars, it's good. Okay, right, we're away. Yeah, okay. Now, this should end up looking moderately respectable. Now, my passenger station is actually over on the left. I think I am going to quad track this because we're going to run more than one train. It might only be 2 or 3 trains we end up with on here. And I don't want to branch off until we're at ground level, because branching off from a bridge has a tendency to look a bit ugly. So we'll wait till we're at ground level, which we now are. Now you start your bend. Yeah, that's good. Okay, all right. We're away. You keep saying we're away, and yet you're not away as rapidly as you might want. That's okay. Go on. That's it. Keep it going. That's good. Now, I haven't had to worry about money in ages, because we're making so much of it now that I can just toss 50 million quid away and go, no, that's fine. You've taken this lower than you needed to, because you're now coming back up again. You could have checked this beforehand. Look, we want to build this once. So this is what, attempt number 3 at building it once. Yeah, attempt number 3 at the first time, perfect. Right, okay, yeah. Hope you like the bulldozer noise. You know, there's a lot of it about. Right, now if we take you down until you're at ground, which, let's say, for the sake of argument, is there. Right, have you introduced... Now, I mean, that's already quite a steep incline that you've got there. It's a little bit steeper than you'd like. You probably should have started this a bit sooner. You've left it, arguably, a few metres too late there. All right, well, let's rectify that, shall we? I think there is a level of perfect that is acceptable, or at least a level of you've got that pretty much right. There it goes. Go to there, and then let's flatten it out. That's it. Now I know you can push all kinds of buttons to make this happen on itself without having any need for you to faff around with it. But I build the way I build. Always have, always will. And I'm quite happy with the way I build, even if it does lead to some inconsistencies from time to time. And I think, you know, we all develop habits that are maybe a bit head scratching to others, but you play the way you play. And you know, the mantra of this channel of you're playing it wrong is because there is no way to play it wrong. If you are if you're getting what you want out at the other end of it, and you're having fun in the process, you've played it right. Congratulations. And it doesn't matter what you've got up to. You've played it correctly, because it's a piece of entertainment software. It's there to entertain you. Of course, this is a piece of entertainment video, and it's there to entertain you. And if it causes untold frustration due to my somewhat ham-fingered track construction, well, then my track construction is indeed causing us woe and an unnecessary sorrow. But at the same time, I ain't changing it. I'm doing it my way. You can do it your own way, and just, there you are. Would agree to differ. Right. This dirt track level crossing. Yeah. Are we just leaving that? I think we will. I'll do something nicer with it when I get round to doing something nicer with this whole area. I do want to put in the highway between the town and the factories, though. Oh no, train 6 is in very poor condition. Sucks to be train 6 then, doesn't it? See, I've already made... Look, that's improvement, that is. That's an upgrade from days of yore, where dirt track was de rigueur. Do you want to pronounce that correctly? I've had one swing at it. I'm good to go. Let's carry on. Right, we're going to keep the same station motif along this line. I might make this one a little bit lower, but I do want to add a second track. Please. I'd like a second platform. One platform's not going to cut it. Okay. Yeah, and I've just done some wacky station offset thing that I didn't intend to do. Let's leave that alone. Yeah. Interesting. Why is this only one track? How much is this going to cost? 168 million. 168,000 rather. Fine. Put it in. See if you can modify it to add an additional track. Okay. So if we do this, yeah. No, look, it's got no snap points. You can't. You're stuck with the basic. All right, I'm going to have one more look at that just to make sure that I didn't miss it, because sometimes I skip over things and we miss these things. Street position experimental 2 vertical. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that does that. No thanks. Tram tracks, no. No, it's single track only. Hold on, single side platform. Wait for it. Double side platform. That was the button we were looking for. We found it now. We've pressed it and everything is moving back in accordance with the original plan. And we'll go there. Okay, that might make life a little bit tricky to get it to work. Also, where are you going to put your high-speed lines? Well, aren't we stopping here? No, it says Futana. Oh, and you've got it pointing towards Kihoku. And once again, we've done it wrong. Okay, well, look, you need passing tracks here. You can't. I don't think you can use this station. Also, your line approach here is going to have to come up there. Okay, all right. Well, look, that's still close enough for it to work. Adjusted elevator station with side platforms. That's what you were just using. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Good. Yeah. It's very similar, though. Yeah, it is very similar. We'll take. Hold on. That's the stuff. Yeah, I want that. I want 320. Thank you. Yeah. Let's put some glass covering on it. Yeah, bang it in a greenhouse. Terrific. Track groups 2. What does that give us? You've got a potential stop here. That'll do for passing tracks. It's not ideal, though, is it? No. Also, your greenhouse only appears to be at one end. If we use walls, yeah. Just, Main entrance, A small, B large. Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, why have we only got greenhouse at one end? Can we not have a full-length greenhouse, please? Platform height, no. Platform height is adequate, if not a little tall, actually. Let's try dragging it down by... I was thinking 12. There you go. Yeah, put it down about there. Stick it around here. And then get the orientation right and put it down properly. Greenhouse is bothering me. Roof, size, and type. Okay, roof type, yeah. Track to your main entrance, yeah. Side entrance distances, yeah. Bypassing tracks. with only one track group. That is the one we actually want. Okay, go back to one track group. One track group, track groups. I went past it, I know. Yeah, one track group, yeah. And then we want that one. There you go, with the greenhouse, with a couple of lines up the guts. That's not necessarily a good thing, though. That's true, it's not. You're going to have to do something wonky in terms of which track your bypassers are using. Because you want... Oh, let's have a look and see if we've got a configuration here that works. I want platform, and then 2 bypassing tracks on the outside of it. Also put on the J-slab. What do you think about it? You could just leave it like this and it'll work. It's not going to work brilliantly. Nope, but let's do it anyway. Alright, okay. Alright, I accept the limitations of this construction. There you go. That's my plea. I have entered it in with the judge, and which I suppose is you fine people. Do you want to smooth this out first? Yeah, we've got the station locked in, so that's not going to slow us down. We're not going backwards here. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, knock out this cliffside. Yeah, that's probably smart. Yeah, probably smart. That could be another subline for our little channel escapade here. It's probably smart, but you're never wholly certain that it is. It could equally be completely ridiculous. Yeah, there you go, something like that. There's some detail that needs working on, but it'll be fine. It's going to cost me £3. Well, that's a steal. An actual steal, I think. That's daylight flipping robbery on my part. Right, take that out. Let's get a nice station entrance kind of built, or at least a road parallel to the station entrance. Never mind your country road. We want some regular in-town stuff. We'll use this chunky bad boy here. We'll fling it up there. Make sure it can talk to the station. You can get a bit closer. Make sure it can talk to the station. AI, if you wouldn't mind hanging on just a tick, I'll get this built and then you can get involved. There you go. That'll do it. Will it? Yeah. Good. Alright, get rid of that. And then slap a bit more of this in, because, you know, you want some. That's the stuff. Right, now, grab that. Wrong one. Grab that. There you go. See, now the AI is going, oh, I see what you're driving towards here. I can help. No air quotes required. Now, these stations they're all going to require commuter services in order to, you know, fuel an appropriate number of passengers. And as ever, that's something I'll worry about later. Also, you're probably going to want to adjust your line of attack here. Bring that curve over just a little earlier. How much of a wiggle are we talking about? Let's have a look. Alright, so to about there. It's not a dreadful wiggle. It is a wiggle, though, and it shouldn't be necessary because you're coming off a curve. Yeah, but if I were to moderate that curve in order to make this wiggle less wiggle, then I would have to drop the high speed of that curve. As it stands, it's about 255, 256. All right, have a look at it. Head down. You know what? It's within the realms of acceptability. Maybe if we were to delete back to about here, you could even that up without slowing your curve down. Right, we'll give it a go. It's not going to be any worse than it just was, so that's fine. Right, yeah. Thank you. Good. Also, why don't you put in your guide? The sensible move is to put in the guide track and then quad track it after you've decided, yeah, that's the one for me. So yeah, we have got a bit more of a slowdown. That's 214 instead of 255. Yeah. I don't think there's a way of avoiding it. Yeah, you could go back to here and you might be able to get a slightly better curve at the target. Well, again, we're going to try and do it once. So there we go. There's attempt number 16 at doing it first time. grab that, grab this. Come on round. Do that. Still 214. It wants to take that corner at 214. Okay, right. Well, if we take this corner at 2... Do shorter sections. All right, okay. Let's try a 250. Yeah. Right, then come round. And again, we want a 250. Yeah. Now try it. 241. You know what? I'll take it. There's a 225 there as well. That's the bridge. Okay, fine. That'll do. How much difference did that make? Flipping negligible. The first pass was actually the fastest of the lot because that had a 255 slowdown and then it was 270 some odd the rest of the way. So, whatever. It's done now. I've satisfied my curiosity vis-a-vis, is it possible to do this in a cleaner way? The answer is yes. The answer is, but we've decided not to. Okay, right. Okay, so slam that into there. Okay, now, the next station up is going to be Izumi, which is going to be the big interchange. In fact, there's going to be... Ooh, there's going to be a lot of business. I think as far as station size is concerned, it's going to be as big as Uwajima. It might be an 8-tracker. No, it'll probably be a 6, maybe a 5. Anyway, that's where we're going next. Come on, then. Right, there's Izumi. All right, so to walk this through, you're going to have the continuation of Kihoku finishing off there. You're then going to have Matsuno, Izumi, swing round violently to down here. We're then going to have the Shinkansen line that goes further down, which might start at Izumi. You know what I'd want? I'd want crossed platforms. I think I've got a mod that does that. All right, I'm going to investigate. Right, after some quick checking, no, I don't have a mod that does that. So we're going to think outside the box. Okay, here is the box that we are thinking outside of. I'm going to try and build 2 stations, one of which will sit over the top of the other one. Would you like to check and see if that's even possible? I think that's a very smart idea. Let's make this... we want 4-track. You know what? I'm prepared to burn 5 million on making sure that this is actually viable. Right, so there's a station. This is not where it's going to be. I just need the space. Right, and then we take one of the elevated jobs. Ideally one that doesn't have a massive number of pillars. No! Yeah! Oh, it's going to work. Great. Okay, so I can manufacture a station that will do the job. Right. Okay. Even if I don't have, you know, the full range of choices as far as different station types are concerned. Now we must think carefully about what we're going to do here. Now I probably need to get rid of the river. Yeah. Now let's aim for here. Let's do it there. Right, let's smooth out this area a lot. Right, because we're going to want the landscape. I'll just pause the game. We're going to want the landscape on our side for this one, which means a nice big fat bit of flat land. Okay, it's probably more than enough already, but you know, in for a penny, in for more than 1 penny. 12 and a bit million of them, as it turns out. Right, okay, that's enough space there. And then we're going to want some lateral space as well. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think we're onto it. Right. Okay. So here's the thinking. Step 1 is we need how many platforms? I think it might just be 1 platform. No, it's not. It's 3. You need a 3 platform on the bottom deck. Okay. And it's going to be a one of those, and it's going to be 3 platforms, and it's going to be a one of those. Right. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build an 80 and then I'm going to modify it. Cunning. Well, we'll see how cunning it ends up being. Right, so if we stick that in there, do you want to explain to the nice people what you're doing? Yeah. Okay. So the 3 platforms, right? Which means we've got through route, which is going to be the one that comes from Matsuno, and then a terminating route, which is going to be the southbound Shinkansen. Okay, cool. Yeah. Right, so we'll stick that in about there. You know what? I'll build the town up around it, and then we'll tweak this in a way that makes no sense to anybody other than myself. Okay, right. So first up, bit of track. Now I've got this flaming fantastic modern infrastructure. You know what? This is a main station. Let's use it. All right. Okay. Let's take out all of these canopies as well, and then we'll make use of that. That's for decorating purposes, which we'll do in a minute. Overpass. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it is. That's very fun. You know what? I'm going to monkey with this. Oh, this is dreadfully exciting. What's going on here? HP tracks. What does that do? Don't know. What would an HP track be? Standard tracks for high platform tracks. But I don't have a high platform. Hold on, we might be about to get interesting here. Oh, I see. This is distance from ground, so you can do low entry and high entry. Okay, well that's not something we need. Right, so this edge track here is going to be the Shinkansen stop tracks, high tracks. I just want regular tracks, please. Slabs J with electrification. Right. Okay, good. Because that's where I got it wrong previously. Is that I built tracks and they weren't electrified. That was what was wrong. Yeah, it wasn't that the station was incompatible. No, it was me. Right. Okay. There you go. Right. So hold on. Wait. That's 80. Yeah. So 2 lumps of this is 80. We want 320, even though that's overkill. All right. So that's 160, 240. That's not 240, that's 200. 240, yeah. 280, 320. Right. That's going to be a big fat long line. The little commuter line, however, is not going to need to be quite so long. But first we will get rid of those and J-slab them up. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right, yeah. Keep it coming. Now, these do not need to be 320. We'll take it to there, which is, what are we talking? 80? Yeah, 160. That's 200. Let's go 240. Why? You're not going to build... The Shinkansen's only about 240. So, in fact, the Shinkansen barely scrapes 200. So just leave it alone. It's fine. Platforms. Passengers. Yes. Those. Have we got any funky platforms in here? Have we ever? Oh, okay. All right. What do we like? What do we like about that? Everything. Yeah, we do. It's a little bit tall. So. All right. Okay. Well, we'll go with it and see if it looks weird or not. But it shouldn't. It should look fine. So then we'll do that. And we'll keep going. Do we want to keep going down that one, or do we want to have the platform on the outer edge? That might be kind of fun. Yeah. I'm going to bulldoze those platforms and make those the same as well. Also, you're going to want at least one that's got an underpass. Like that. At least one. At least one. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll stick a second underpass here. And then go back to the original. Yeah. Right, so that's Machine Shinkansen platform. I'm liking the way this is coming out. This is turning into spending an episode building a platform. I know. Hold on. What did you just get rid of? It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Okay. Can I? Where's a bit I can? No, that feels like that's destroying the entire station. I want to get rid of just one of these bits. That's track. Yeah. No. I see. So what you're telling me is once you've got this in, make sure you've got it in the right place the first time because you're lumped with it. All right, fine. I'm hoping the pedestrians can find their way underneath this platform without me having to do some subterranean routing for them. Because if I have to do some subterranean routing for them, they're likely to be a little disappointed. Right. That's my station. I am not finished with it, but now is not the time to be spending the next half an hour tarting around with the station to try and get it to be what you want. Where am I going? You're going right down there. Your line is about as good as it needs to be. Let's motor. Right, so you... I hope I've got this the right way around. Because I've flipped the camera the other way, I can't be certain that that's the case. Alright, and then go to there. Right. Have I got this the right way around? Yep, Shinkansen line is the right-hand edge as we look at it now, left-hand edge as you were looking at it a moment ago. Everything's fine. You've done this as you should have done. Okay, right. Well, let's come out the other way. Okay, because then I think you inherit the bridge along the way. All right, yeah. Keep it on a downward trajectory. Yeah, you might want to go back and put in a few pillars here and there, but you know you can figure that out for yourself. Yeah, right. Let's give this some kind of zesty tunnel entrance. Done. Right, and then crow flies this. Yeah, I know there's not a lot of artistry in a crow flies approach, but given that this is a high speed route, I want it to be as efficient as possible. So I'm going to go in a straight line, even though we won't see it very much. We will get to see it at moments that are pleasing, hopefully, because it's too far below ground for us to see it, unless I come up higher, coming out, or even maintaining the level coming out of the station. You know what? I'm going to try it. There's, you know, if we're still in, try and get this right first time mode. I say that jokingly because obviously I've said it half a dozen times now, but the point is that I don't revisit this later to try and make it look better, that we get it looking appropriately swanky today. Alright, okay, there's your 225 exit motif. Change that to be flat rather than up. Yeah. Now try it. I think you might luck out and get a peekaboo or three. I don't think... Oh, there was one. There's a bridge. Oh, everything's suddenly being jolly interesting. And then come over there. Wiggle it all a little bit less, would you? Because you're causing the game to go like, I'm now going to crash. Right, okay, so we got a cheeky tunnel there. Yeah. We get another one up here. Now, I saw a bridge, but it might have changed its plea. Yeah, I don't know where the engine... There we are. There's a peekaboo. Yeah, nice. Like it. That's it. It's better than it was, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right, take it. How much is this costing me? 23 million quid. All right. Doesn't bat an eyelid. I remember when that was a lot of money, you know. Right, okay. Off we toddle. Come on, everybody. We're going to a party. In a hole in the ground. Yeah. Alright, got it, I think. I'm not wholly certain there aren't some line gaps somewhere, but I think for the most part we've got it there. And it is a beautiful straight line directly under the earth, which is about as boring a line as it's possible to do. Right, okay, so we have arrived, which means I need to merge that into there. So that's the end of the Shinkansen route, and then these two, they motor on up to the little commuter service. Theoretically, there are precious few guarantees that this is going to do anything like what I want, but we'll motor on. I'm going to need to return to this station to at least put some passenger entrances in there, and then we're going to do the next bit. Now, the commuter line is going to peel off this way. Actually, no, I'm going to do one tweak to the station before that. Let's configure it. Let's get... I want a funky entrance building. Right, what do you do? I want it to sit up against the kind of the terminal edge, the terminating edge of the high-speed line. Like that. Okay. Well, you have done now. That is pretty funky. It is kind of cool, isn't it? Can I get another one alongside it? Remembering that we need these next 2 tracks to be able to rattle on out. I don't think we're going to get another one in there. No, I think it doesn't fit. But we could easily put a related kind of, stick or something like that in there. Obviously, it doesn't fit either. To build out a kind of a concourse-y kind of an area that is kind of cool. I'm liking this though very much. Oh, hold on. A bigger one. Right, let's use the bigger one. Is that a bigger one? Yeah, that's the bigger one. It's also elevated. That could have some interesting effects all of itself. Could do. You know what? I'm going to slap that in, and then we'll see if we can't make that look authentic and realistic or something in a moment. Right, now, get rid of this, please. Otherwise, I'll inadvertently bulldoze important bits of the station. Wouldn't be the first time. Right, and then we want to get rid of, I guess, both of those. In which case, you might as well go as well. Right, we then head on over this way. Have you got this right? I have. Yeah, I have got this right. We head on over this way, coming out to the end of the... Oh, don't collide. All right, well, it was a beautiful dream, and that dream is dead now. Get rid of that. Figure it out after you've got the infrastructure in, and then everybody will be cheerful. All right, so you're going to swing on over this way. All right, check your alignment. Matsuno. Is it? Yeah, this one's going to Matsuno. Okay, well, in that case, you might as well go all the way around to about there. Yeah. Do the same with the next one. The third track doesn't need to go anywhere at all. And then we're going to put our over-the-top station over the top. Now, the reason I'm putting it over the top isn't because I'm short of space. I could very easily stick it out here. But I don't want to have to ferry passengers from one to the other. I'd quite like them to get off at one station and then head over to the other one. So we're going to use this because it gives us the most kind of spacing. Platform length 280 is enough. And this is our over-the-top high-speed route. Right, what are you colliding with there, pillar? Oh, houses and what have you. In fact, I'm not even certain it is the pillar. It is the pillar. Really? Keep coming that way. There you go. You've got it. And actually, that's a really good placement for being able to have one accessing the other. Okay. Is that the angle you want? Yeah, that'll work. So that's going to curve around to Kihoku. All right then. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's when I've tidied this up. That's going to work. That's going to be effective. It's going to be something. So these 2 parallel lines here. Wait for it. Yeah, no, that's right. These 2 parallel lines here and these 2 are going in divergent directions despite the fact that they are currently pointing the same way. What did I bulldoze there? Matsuno. Oh, that was your test station because you're still paused. Okay, fine. Right, okay, so back to track building again because can't get enough of that. Yeah, straight through, straight over. Right, and then just to about there. Don't collide with anything, thank you. That's good. And we'll stay with this highly angled tunnel entrance stuff. That's solid. That's pretty easy. Yeah. And then over this way. The hope is that we get enough passengers transitioning between trains to go to other places. That we maintain a very high passenger volume throughout. Now, connecting one town to another, you're always going to get a reasonable amount of passenger volume, but we want a high level of passenger volume throughout, and that's a slightly different ask. Anyway, the good news is we're about there, Yeah. Right, we're going to ignore the high-speed line for now. We're going to ignore that. We'll do double the Shinkansen, double the fun as the next episode. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now with the original line, it's quite straightforward. We're just changing where it terminates. But for the new line, it's going on quite the adventure. So we've got one station left to put in, and that is Matsuno, which is fortunately enough another terminator. And I think we might be able to squeak in under that bridge if we take the track back a little bit and start a corner a little earlier. Yeah. So no, the end goal for today is let's get the commuter running. Now it's going to have some problems stopping at the moment because, well, it's not going to have problems stopping. It's just going to have any problems getting any passengers because I've made it impossible for passengers to actually get to the platforms. But that's a very minor detail. Right, how much of a slowdown are we talking about to get under that bridge? Oh, negligible. Given the train you're going to be running is going to do what, 160 at the best, then you've got it. You've nailed it. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, go on. First time. What, like that? Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I've left enough room the other end, but let's set it up assuming that I have and just not double track it. And then we'll get ourselves a regular old ground level terminating station down at the bottom end. Whiz it around. Terminating station at the bottom end. Whiz it around, and we're about golden. Please don't adjust the angle for me. Keep that angle. Is that right? No. Bit more? No, 2 that way. That's the ticket. Right. And now try and move this down here in a compelling way that's going to make sense. And then hope you didn't distort the line too badly, and this should just slam straight in. Too much slope. I'm sorry? There's too much slope. Well, all right. Well, in order to make that line better, we're going to have another swing at it anyway. So that's a casualty worth bearing. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's go again. Does this need 3 platforms? Well, it certainly doesn't need 3. Are you sure? Oh, you could do. Yeah. What's this overhead line? That's your Shinkansen. Yeah. You don't need 3 platforms. I would say you're going to be hard pressed to need even 2 platforms. I think you're probably going to need 1 platform. All right. Well, look, I'll fix that. And but I'm heavily focused on getting it over the line now. So you've connected to the wrong side. Yeah, I know. All right. Come out again. Here we go. This time, for glory. Right, that one's right. Yeah, that one's right too. Oh, bless you there, Tunnel Mod, for remembering my tunnel selection. Bridge Mod, you would do well to learn. Yeah. You know what's not going to work? What? This. Okay. Yeah, it's single track, man. I'm going to double track it, and then I'll put in a diamond, and that'll sort it out. Okay. You only need single track. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to put in a diamond just in case on a flight of fancy I decide to slap in an extra service later on. I haven't experimented with competing local services in a while. The reason for that is that every time I've experimented with competing local services, it hasn't worked. That's true. All right, you just sit there. There you go, about 120. That's plenty. And then there's the snap points. And go. Right. We got any wonk in there? No. No, that's pretty solid. Okay, now, the tricky bit. Well, as I say that, there are numerous tricky bits still to monkey about with. But the next tricky bit is I'd quite like this to talk to the incredibly horrendous depot that we've got up there. Now, when I've got the extension to the Shinkansen, which actually shouldn't take too long, should we have a crack at it now? Go on then. Right, let's have a crack at it now. I'm gonna. You know what? I hate that already so much, but I'm keeping it in because this is on my list of towns to redevelop in a pleasing fashion. So I'm leaving that in just for now. It is horrendous. But we're going for function first. We'll go for form afterwards. 180, yeah, 180 would probably do it. What does that look like? Looks like it hasn't got any pillars. All right, what about that one? No. No. Yes. Yeah, but is that the right one? That's quite pleasing. Yeah, you say that every time you look at it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the right one. No, no, we'll go for that. It's this unusual and hybrid. It's what? It's a bridge. Oh, I see. Okay, go on. Too much slope. There isn't too much slope, though. It's because I'm trying to do too much at once. Oh, no, there is too much slope. I guess we're fixing it now, then, huh? All right, fine. If you're going to play that kind of game, then eat bulldozer and suffer. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because by putting this line in, I actually get my the junction that I want, so that's all good. Now, if I make you talk to that, how horrendous are we talking? 220, yeah. 225 the entire way because of the bridge. That's not the end of the world. No, I think you're going to lose out on some profit along the way. It's not going to earn quite as well as it does currently. But it is at least maintaining the top speed that the bridge is capable of. Now, I could choose a different bridge, but I like this one. Okay, and then we end up over here. Hold on. Do we? Where do we end up? Right here, look. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. It's strange and beautiful and true unto itself and all of us. Yeah, there is actually that. There's something quite pleasing about that. I mean, it's a lot of arch spans going on, but it still looks quite grand, quite pleased with itself. Yeah. Are you randomly double tracking here, or are you certain this is the one you actually want to do? And secondly, that you're on the right side. The answer to all those questions is no. And yet, here we are. I know, I was fairly certain it would be fine. You've got a little dinky squished arch bit there. Not full on. Right, do it again. I don't want a dinky little squished arch. If it was doing that every other one, it would look kind of cool. But doing it as it was there, it looked kind of wonky. Speaking of which, how's that for a turn? It's not so bad. Okay, so I think we've about got it. Except for the fact that you still can't talk to the depot. Oh yeah, because I've done a crazy flipping over the top ski station. Yes, you have. Look, let's get this rolling. Build a cheeky depot just for now to get it rolling. That's cheating. Yeah, I know, but lots of things are. Okay, so this is the Northern Horseshoe. I think. All right, Matsuno. Check you get the right one here. It's kind of important. Izumi. Down to. It's quite long. You know, we want a reasonable amount of speed off this. You're going to need to double track. Didn't you set this up as a single track kind of a deal? Yeah, I should have done, but I'll do that now. All right, and then back to Izumi, and then we're good. It's an easygoing little 3-stopper. You sure you only want to do 3? I swear that there was another town. I thought this was going to be a 4. No, that's when we were going to go to Kahakadukuku. That's when we were going to go there. So this is the Northern Horseshoe. Northern Horseshoe. And long may it serve us well. All right, have another quick look at it and make sure it's using both sides of the track. All right, well, I'm going to look, but I bet you it isn't, because you haven't got one of them in there. Oh, it's on a bridge as well. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to try it, hate it, bulldoze it, and put it in the tunnel. Hold on, no. We might yet get a payoff here. This might still work. Now, a catenary pole clipping through, don't mind that too much. It's a sacrifice, but we can tolerate it. Right. No, new signals. These are electric signals that are wired into the track. Digital signals, one should say. I like them, but at the same time, you don't get to look at the signal aspect at a given moment, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not, you know, it's not a massive deal breaker or anything. It's just a little bit of, oh, I quite like to see what signal aspect I've got going on. Have you got these the right way around? Yeah, I have. Okay. You know, it's complaining about that. Yeah, it's probably because Izumi station is the wrong way around. Or rather, you've tried to get it to go into the same platform both times. And I don't think you're spacing these out enough. I think you're probably going to want a couple more. Yeah, well, I'll figure that out in a minute. Right. Stick some more. You've got these the wrong way around, I swear. I haven't. Look. See? See? You're fine. Okay. All right. No, I sort of believe you now. Right. You don't... look, you've got massive gaps between your signals elsewhere. Stick with the massive gaps, man. All right. And you've got sufficient track going on here that the trains will space out to this extent anyway, unless you start building them proper close together, in which case you've got a different kind of problem going on. Right, we're there. Where are you going to stick your depot? Somewhere out of the way. It's only temporary. I will want to hook this up to the existing depot in a minute. What's going on here? Well, that's not a bridge. No, that bit's going to be bendy. Yeah, I know. That will not stand. We will instead go down here and find something that is vaguely similar to what we've been using. Oh, you could probably get away with that. No, where's the grey one? We've been using grey a bit here over there anyway. So where's the grey sub-arch? Because there is one. I've seen it. No, you've got to be careful with your clickage. There you go. All right, bit of grey sub-arch. Yeah, it kills the speed off, but the train's not going to be that fast anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, does that look like it's supporting? Yeah, it does, because you've got it clipping in with there. The only bit that doesn't is the centrepiece. No one's going to notice that in about 30 seconds. Oh, hold on, even less than that. Right, good. Depot, yes. Not here. No. Over here? Okay, if you're going to build somewhere just random, then go for it. All right. You don't get much more random than this. And you're going to want to double switch that. Slap a quick one of these on here. Function, people, function. It's just function. It's not, this is not the final form. We have the final form still to come. Right, buying trains. Finally. Okay, we're on electric multi-units, as is so often the case. Now, I've got a couple of new ones in here. This 140, capacity of 18. Oh, that's lovely. I think we found our contestant. Right, you're going to want one of those. All right, and then we'll have two of these. That's made it. You've added the wrong player there. Okay, back to there. For some reason, you managed to click incorrectly. Then I'll do this. Yeah, what's that? 21. You're going to want... no, that's 60 capacity you've got now. Okay. And then, what? Stick one of these out this way. 78. You're not going to want more than 100. Stick one of these on the end. 96. It's a handsome looking beast. How many do you want? 3 stations, 3 trains, please. Good luck making a profit out of this. This is going to cost you a bundle. Northern Horseshoe. Select the trains and then Northern Horseshoe, or has it done it? But it's just having to think about it for a moment. You've still got an exclamation mark going on. Yeah, I know. I'm going to fix that in a minute. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please just be thinking about the train I've just set up. Thank you. There you go. I knew that's what it was doing. I never had any doubts. Right. Okay. Find the station. Right. Here you go. Right. And talk to the Northern Horseshoe. Manage the line. So we're going to come out on... What do you think? 1? Yeah. Back on 2. You could have figured that out for yourself, game, but I'm happy to be here and oblige you on these things. It's all good. Right, let's set those in motion. We're not going to watch it come out of the engine shed. We'll wait for one to appear, because I'm now going to tinker with this station to try and make it plausible that anybody turns up at any point to actually ride on one of the trains. Right, now if I'm lucky, I'll get that through there. Okay, luck is clearly in town. Alright, hook that up onto there like that. Hook this up onto here like this. Yeah. We're going to want the town to grow both sides. Okay, well look, what we could do is we could pump up the volume on that. Yeah. One more? No, I think you're there. One more? I think I'm there. See if you can get over the top of the road. If you can get over the top of the road and the rail, then we're there. Okay, can do. Then we're there. You're going to want some bridge pillars. Yeah. Alright, well you've got the height right, so that's a good place to start. Now, if we take this to about there, then go over there like that, maintaining distance between track and road, and then you can cheap out and just use the concrete pillars that are trustworthy. You are rather interfering with the customization of this station. Yeah, but I'm still going to make it work. All right. Okay, then bring that down. Down. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You brought it down further than you needed to. Oh, we could just hook it up onto there and everything will be peachy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's not right. The corner there has got a little bit of a clip in it, and that's not ideal. But I'll get to that too. Don't you worry. And then just bring this down about here. Then at least one side of town could talk to the other. I think that's a train coming. What? Given that it sounds a lot like a train. Yeah. There we go. A new candidate has arrived. It's not going to pick anybody up or drop anybody off here because it can't. The lower station currently has no entrance or exit. It's a minor but quite important detail. What I want is a nice flat-sided build. Oh, look at that. That's good. Will it fit in there? It will if you get rid of that road. I only just built that road. Put it in here. Right there. Oh, yeah. That's... Nah, it almost looks like it fits, but it doesn't quite, so we'll leave a gap. You sure? Yeah, I don't want to, but I will. You don't have to. I do have to, because otherwise it doesn't look right. Okay, now you're going to want... Have you got little tiddly ones? What about a building 7? You can squeak that in there. Okay. Why have I got a little triangular hut? Because it's cool. That's debatable. Yeah. No, that's rad. Okay, stick another one up the other end here. It's not cool. No, also it doesn't work because it's trying to seal off the end of everything. What else have we got? What about that? Hold on, let's have a look at it. It collides there. What about if we put it about here? Hang on. We're going to move this road. Yeah, you can have that. Alright, I think it's redundant. Why is that turned red? Any number of reasons. Because it's broken, maybe? Any number of reasons. I think you're just getting carried away. Oh, look at that. What a great station bit of kit that is. That's brilliant. Give me this and just drag her out that way a bit. Alright, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll run this up that way. What are you colliding with? Have I got a pillar under there or something? I don't think you're exactly parallel there, you know. Let's have a look. You're not exactly parallel, but it's close enough for now because all we really want it to do is to be able to accumulate passengers. So if we now get rid of this name for our pain here, and then that I'm going to need to redevelop this area significantly in order to make this something I'm happy with. But I think I've got the fundamentals in place. Let's do another couple of these triangular numbers because they're funky as anything. And Get rid of that. You are aware that the word funky and you have a history that is not one that you are necessarily proud of, and that therefore you should possibly avoid using the word with quite such abandon. Don't know what you mean. Right, okay, there you go. That's it. The station now has capture of the local populace. There's going to need to be some infrastructure rearrangement going on there. But that at least is functional. I'll come back in a second, make sure that when I say it's functional, that it genuinely is. What about over here? This is functional, but it's going to require at least a commuter line. Over time, it will work out a little bit better because you're going to have multiple lines coming in here. Am I though? Yeah. Because you'll have your high speed stop down there as well, and that's going to make everybody quite thrilled. Hold on a moment. We were talking earlier about cannibalising the line. Yeah. I think you're going to cannibalise the heck out of this line with the Shinkansen. That's decidedly possible. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. Just to finish off, there's a bit of train for you. Just to finish off, I'm going to go and have a look at how my port's getting on, because I've left it alone for this entire time to see how it built up. Are you doing anything useful yet? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. As you can see, I moved the station. I've got that set up. I've got a new bus route built in. I've bulldozed yet further. Red roads, my construction. Grey roads, computer's construction. It's coming along. It's what it's doing. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Next time around, I don't know. High speed next time around, and then we'll do a bit more, and then I'll turn my hand to a bit of decorating while you're engaged elsewhere, and we'll have a look at that when we return. Okay. All right. Okay. You could extend your Shinkansen line now, you know. Yeah, I think I will do. Yeah, I mean, this episode is already too long. What's too long? Right, Kihoku, yeah. Up to, yeah. The crossing one, yeah. Has it got access to a road? Pretty sure it does. You're not certain, though, are you? No. And then back to Kihoku, yeah. Yeah, it's not done it right. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. First time, you want to come in on 2. It's broken. Oh, no. No, you've just got something you've got it in the wrong order. First time on 2, that's coming down. Have I done all of these the wrong way around? No, hold on. Come in on 1. Come in on what? Come in. Thank you. 1. No. You're fighting me here. Do that. 1. It is doing. That's Izumi. Hold on a moment. That 1. Right. This 2. It's not working. You got a broken bit somewhere. That train's about to complain at you quite loudly. Okay, I'm going to fix that. You can have a look at it when you come back. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio. All right, there's a few that I say that I've attempted to start, working in a slightly more let's polish things up kind of a way, but this is some of the worst junk I've ever built, and it's not even functional, which is even worse. Yeah, all of these are going to need revising, and as much as I, can say, oh no, it's okay, because I'm focusing on getting the functionality right to start with, and then I'll make it look better later on. Not even got the functionality right. It's all over the shop. I've got a quad track there where I need to snake from track 1 to track 4, thereby cutting off any high-speed stuff I end up slinging down it. Some revisions are going to be required. I'm going to make some revisions now. I'm going to put in some commuter routes and get all of that fixed up so that we haven't got to do the mundane, the routine, as much, and instead we can think about pushing forwards to the next bit. I'm having a great time with it. It reminds me how much I really love the game, and having taken 3, 4, 5 months off, it's made me go, no, I'm nuts about this game. It's absolutely brilliant. It is a superb game, and I'm starting to get that little chomping at the bits feeling for. I'll just do a little bit more, and that's all you really want out of life. That's it. You just want to play a little bit more of whatever it is you're stuck into, and that's spot on. Anyway, I'll be back next time. High speed again. Ooh, and fixing some broken stuff.